I'm Rachel from Parenting Central, and this is the GB Pockit, and this is the GB Pockit Plus. So I have been waiting not so patiently for the GB Pockit Plus to come out in Australia. It's actually been available overseas since last year, but it's only been in Australia for the last couple of months. And after all that waiting, I have to be honest, I'm not 100% certain that I would actually recommend the Pockit Plus over the original Pockit. And I'm going to explain why that is later in this video. But for now, I'm going to talk to you about how they are different and also how they are the same, because looking at them, they are very, very similar prams. So they are both incredibly light, incredibly compact prams. But the Pockit, the original Pockit, is still the world record holder of the most compact pram. And it weighs just 4.3 kilos. Like, there are some babies that are born weighing more than this pram. It is so lightweight. The Pockit Plus is still an incredibly lightweight pram. It weighs just 5.6 kilos, so it is a little bit heavier, but as you can see, it's also a bigger pram, and it has some updated features, and all of those features are going to add weight to the overall pram. However, both of them can still fit in the overhead compartment on an airplane, so you're going to be able to take them to the gate and bring them with you rather than having to check them in as oversized luggage. So let's have a look at some of the things that are the same. So they are the exact same height. They have the exact same size wheels. The brakes have the same locking mechanism, and they do have similar sized baskets. They are both pretty small baskets. You do just get a little bit more room on the Pockit Plus because it is that wider pram. So naturally, the basket is going to be that little bit wider. Couple of things that are obviously different. They have different hoods, though I will say, I think both of them, the hood is just for decoration. You're not going to get a lot of shade out of either of these hoods. And interestingly enough, I found that you could fit a taller child in the original Pockit compared to the Pockit Plus, because this hood does come down just that little bit lower. So the main difference though between the original Pockit and the Pockit Plus is the Pockit Plus has the capability of a slight recline. It's not a full recline, but it has a partial recline, whereas the Pockit does not recline at all. But the Pockit Plus also can take a car seat, so it is able to work as a travel system, and so you are actually able to get a newborn into this pram, whereas there is no option to put a newborn in the original Pockit. So I'm just going to show you that recline. It's a little bit of a fiddly recline. One of the things to be aware of with smaller prams is sometimes the mechanisms are a little bit more fiddly because everything on this pram is about reducing the weight. So basically you unzip to start with, and it gives that little bit more space to recline into. And then there's just a pull string here. Just squeeze and pull and push it down. So as you can see, that's not much of a recline. That is an older baby or a toddler having a nap. That is not your newborn full recline. So if you do want to put a newborn in this, you're going to need to use the car seat adapter and a car capsule. Okay, so now I'm going to show you what I think is probably the most exciting thing about either of these prams is the fold and how ridiculously compact they both are. Obviously, the original Pockit is just a little bit more compact. I'm also going to show you two different ways to fold them. So there is your everyday fold that is quick and easy to do, and then you have a more compact fold option. You can make it so tiny, it's ridiculous. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing you are going to do, and it took me a little while to work this out, is you're going to lock the front wheels into position. They have to be facing forward, they have to be locked in, otherwise it's just going to get messy and difficult. So the next thing we're going to do is just bring that hood back in, squeeze down on these little triggers, and then you're going to push down. It actually requires a little bit of force, so you just kind of go for it. Ready? So squeeze and shove. There we go. Okay, so we're most of the way there. Now I'm actually going to fold it in half. So I'm going to bring it in to the middle, and there is a lock. I wouldn't describe this thing as an automatic lock. It does require a little bit of handling to get it to go, but there it is. How incredibly cool is that? So I'm going to do the same with the original now. So I'm just going to flip. This is the one difference, is that hood goes in and this hood goes over the other side. Okay, with same squeeze push. And then this is the part where it needs to like, that will go really smoothly. And at this point, you've got to like give it a good shove. Yeah? And then pull it in and just get that to latch on. There we go. Okay. So they have a standing fold. So you can see that side by side. They're about the same height. This one's a little bit wider and also just a little bit thicker. They are both ridiculously light. I am holding 2 prams at the same time. How incredible is that? Okay, so to open it up, just release that latch, get it going, and then go. You're gonna squeeze on these little handles, give it a flick. There we go. Same with this one. Release that latch, open it, squeeze, and flick. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the more compact fold. So the trick with that is there are these little white triggers on the rear wheels that you use to tuck them up and under. So I'm just going to do the same on the other side, tucking that up and under and giving it a little bit of a squeeze so it's already pressed up into the frame here. Now, I'm going to make sure that I'm sort of leaning a little bit over the pram to push down, because obviously if I try to push it from the back, it's going to get away from me. So I need to kind of push straight down. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to squeeze on the triggers, push down, get to that first bit, and then give it a good shove, and away we go. Now, just going to get that to squeeze in. Really does require a little bit of muscle, I think. Okay, that's one done. Let's do the other one. Flip those wheels up. 1. Oops. 2. Okay, do the first little bit, and then give it a good shove. See, I was trying to be too gentle with it and it didn't want to play with me. You gotta go hard. And now squeeze that in. Hush. I'm actually out of breath. It's really hard work. Okay, there you go. It's ridiculous. How completely ridiculous is that? And then unlatch. And away we go. Actually, we have to release these ones. See what I mean about that? Might not be your everyday fold, but it is so incredibly compact. Ta-da! Okay, so here's the moment of truth. The reason that I would lean towards recommending the original Pockit over the Pockit Plus is not actually because I think that the original Pockit is a better pram. I actually think this is clearly the superior pram. It has those little bit more features, a little bit more space. The weight and size difference between them, I don't think is actually that big a deal. The reason that I lean a little bit towards the original Pockit is actually because of the price point. There's about $100 price difference between the two. So the recommended retail on the original is $299 and the recommended retail on the Pockit Plus is $399. And I just feel that both of them, they're just not that stable and solid as prams. They're not your everyday pram. They both only have a weight limit of 17 kilos. The seat still isn't suitable for a newborn. I just feel like it's a lot of money to spend on a pram that is really just a travel pram. It's an indoor pram. It is shopping centers and airports, and that's about it. Like, these are not your all-day, everyday prams. So I'm inclined to just go for the cheaper option simply because it's cheaper, not necessarily because I think it's better. Though, as you could see, a lot of the folding on this actually went a lot smoother than it did on the Pockit Plus. That might just be me. That might just be my personal preference and my opinion on the money side of it. I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but that's just my thought. So I hope you enjoyed this review. If you have any questions at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Also, there is going to be a written review where I go through some things a little bit slower and a little bit more detail. And, you know, let me know which one you prefer. I want to know if maybe I've missed the mark on this, or if you agree with me, or what do you think? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts as well. Also, if there are any other prams that you would like to see me review, please let me know. Comment, everything, subscribe, do the things. Take care. Bye.